This salt marsh in the South Bay is a learning lab for these students.
Try that one, see.
So salty.
But it's a place now endangered by the threat of global warming.
Well, absolutely. Well, only 20% of the salt marsh environment still exists in this part of the bay. We hope that the rest of it doesn't disappear as well.
Experts say it's a real possibility as the environment gradually changes in the Bay Area with global warming. The numbers are sobering. Air temperatures between now and the end of the century are expected to rise 2 to 10 degrees. What's worse, the levels of the bay are expected to go up to 3 feet, and that could be devastating to marshland like this. Just last year, the Alviso salt marsh underwent a dramatic transformation. Old dikes that damaged the marsh decades ago were breached to allow water in, bringing life back to a stagnating area. The hope is all the changes will actually prepare the marsh for the rising levels to come. Even with all the preservation efforts, this area will look very different 100 years from now, but the hope is they can preserve enough of it to act as a line of defense for homes and businesses in the South Bay, because as the waters rise, this area can act as a giant sponge. Still, experts say it's hard to know what will truly happen in the decades ahead as the onset of global warming slowly changes the face of this landscape. In San Jose, Craig Sklar, KRON 4 News. They do things a little differently here at the Shark Tank. It no longer matters if you come here at 3 o'clock in the morning. What does matter is getting the right number, the right lottery number. That would be number 1642, handed out in this crowd at 8 in the morning, just 2 hours before a few hundred tickets went on sale at 10.
So we line them up in sequential order.
1346! 3747, baby.
And line up they did for the scattering of tickets available throughout the Shark Series with Nashville.
It's all about who's in front. It's all about who's willing to be the guy.
Hey, you know what?
Take
we
one
were
for the
called
team.
first.
We're taking one for the team.
We were
taking
called
one for the team.
What's best available for Monday?
I'm not getting anything at all.
No?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep trying for you.
Okay, no problem.
When the time came, just a precious few were able to buy tickets. Most had been sold out ahead of time on the internet. However the system is done, there were plenty of people waiting here in the morning to get a ticket to the next Sharks playoff game. In San Jose, Craig Sklar, KRON 4 News.
Water tender 3651, water group.
By the time CAL FIRE arrived, they didn't even try to put out the fire, consuming the home and the outbuilding. Authorities say the elderly man who lived here had already died in the blaze. Instead, they had to put all their attention on keeping the fire from spreading out beyond the property and into the surrounding forest.
We had serious problems with the fire going up into the trees, and we also had a spot fire approximately 100 to 200 feet above the main fire, just across another road above it.
Containment was possible in part because of some good luck. It was a matter of being at the right place at the right time. CDF was only about a mile away from this location doing a training session. If they hadn't been and had been farther away, it would have given the fire time to jump the hillside and go out of control. With homes all around this wooded area of Santa Cruz County, Finch says a gust of wind or a wayward spark could have caused other spot fires. If this were a dry month like August, a half-acre house fire like this could very well become a full-blown forest fire.
When I saw that I could see the lettering on the helicopters and how close it was, I became very concerned.
Lil Snee lives next door. She says it's unnerving to know that in yet another dry fire season, a neighbor who fire officials say failed to clear 100 feet of brush from his home could be the source of a potential disaster for everyone else.
I was already thinking about where my photographs were, the valuable, sentimental things that I wanted to grab.
The investigation into the cause of the fire continues. In Santa Cruz County, Craig Sklar, KRON 4 News.